The morning sun glimmered against the tall glass windows of Harrison Enterprises, a tower of power in the heart of the city. Inside, Ethan Harrison, a 38-year-old CEO known for his ruthless efficiency, stood at his office window sipping cold coffee he'd forgotten to drink hours ago. He had everything: wealth, respect, power, except the one thing that haunted his every quiet moment: family peace. His wife had died 4 years earlier in a car accident, leaving him alone with their daughter, Lily, a bright 8-year-old with golden curls and a shy smile. She had once filled his world with laughter, but since her mother's passing, Lily had grown quiet, afraid of disappointing her father who was always too busy, too distracted, too broken. Ethan's assistant, Clara, entered softly. "Sir, about the new music teacher for Lily." Yes, he interrupted, rubbing his forehead. "You said she's highly qualified, from the conservatory." Clara hesitated. "There was a last-minute scheduling issue, but the agency assured me they sent a replacement." Ethan sighed. "Fine, as long as she can get Lily to smile again." That evening, in the spacious but lonely penthouse, Lily sat at her grand piano, eyes downcast. Ethan glanced at his watch. Another meeting in 10 minutes. Then the elevator dinged. The woman who stepped out looked different from what he expected. No polished conservatory outfit, no sleek professionalism. Instead, she wore a simple blue dress, her hair tied in a loose bun. She held a worn-out music folder, her shoes slightly scuffed. "Mr. Harrison," she asked nervously, her voice soft but steady. "I'm Maya Collins. I'm here for Lily's music lesson." Ethan frowned slightly. "You're from the conservatory?" Maya smiled awkwardly. Not exactly. There must have been a mix-up, but I'm a certified music teacher." "I was told there was a child who needed lessons tonight." He exhaled in mild irritation. "Fine, she's waiting. Just don't overwhelm her." He walked out, phone in hand, missing the gentle kindness in Maya's eyes as she knelt beside Lily. Lily's fingers trembled on the piano keys. "Do you want to start with scales?" Maya asked softly. Lily just shook her head. Maya noticed a framed photo of a smiling woman on the piano, Ethan's late wife. She whispered, "You miss her, don't you?" Lily's eyes filled with tears. Maya said nothing more. Instead, she began to play Clair de Lune, softly, gently, like a whisper to the soul. After a moment, Lily's small hands joined in, hesitant at first, then more sure. By the end of the song, for the first time in months, Lily smiled. Ethan returned to see his daughter laughing, her eyes alive again. The sound stopped him mid-step. For reasons he couldn't explain, something in him stirred, something warm, something he thought had died with his wife. Weeks passed. Maya came every evening after work. She brought stories, laughter, and small kindnesses. She didn't just teach Lily music, she taught her life. Ethan noticed the changes. Lily started waking early, humming at breakfast. She painted again. She even asked to visit the park. In Maya, she carried a quiet strength, though her eyes sometimes seemed lost in distant worries. One evening, Ethan saw her standing outside, phone in hand, whispering in frustration. "I can't afford that medicine right now, please give me a few more days." When she hung up, she noticed him watching. She forced a smile. "Just a family thing." A few days later, Ethan visited the school to surprise Lily. But as he parked, he saw something that froze him. Maya, the elegant, graceful teacher, was there, helping a little boy out of a rusty car. He couldn't have been more than 5. The boy's clothes were worn but clean. Maya carried both his backpack and a lunchbox held together by tape. She knelt, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "Be brave, okay? Mommy will pick you up after work." Ethan stood there, realization dawning. She's a single mom. He watched her walk away, straightening her coat as if preparing to face the world's weight again. Something inside him broke open, not in pity, but in admiration. That evening, during Lily's lesson, Maya noticed Ethan quieter than usual. "Everything okay?" she asked. He nodded slowly. "You're incredible with her, Maya. I never thanked you properly." Maya smiled faintly. "I don't do much. Lily just needed someone to listen." He hesitated. "And your son?" Her eyes widened slightly. "You saw us." He nodded gently. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "I didn't want it to affect my job. His father left when I was pregnant. It's been hard, but music keeps us both going." There was silence. Then Ethan said, You remind me of someone. My wife. She used to say the same thing. Maya looked down, tears glistening in her eyes. She must have been a beautiful soul. She was, Ethan whispered. And I think she'd like you. One snowy night, Ethan received an urgent call from Lily's school. His daughter had been rushed to the hospital after fainting during choir practice. He drove like a man possessed, his heart pounding. When he arrived, Maya was already there, holding Lily's hand. She's okay, Maya said softly. Just exhaustion and dehydration. But as Ethan looked at her, at the woman who had been there for his daughter, without asking for anything, he realized something deeper. She wasn't just Lily's teacher. She was the light that had returned to their lives. Months passed. Lily recovered fully, stronger than ever. Ethan began inviting Maya and her son, Eli, for dinners. The four of them laughed like a family reborn. One evening, while Lily played the piano and Eli clapped beside her, Ethan turned to Maya. Do you ever wish things had gone differently? He asked. Maya smiled gently. Sometimes. But then I remember, every wrong turn still led me here. Ethan's eyes softened. To us. She nodded, tears glimmering. To music, and to healing. A year later, on a spring afternoon, Lily performed at her school concert, her piece dedicated to my two favorite teachers, my mom in heaven, and Miss Maya, who taught me how to smile again. As the crowd applauded, Ethan reached for Maya's hand. Their fingers intertwined, not as broken people, but as two souls who had found hope again. Narrator's closing words. Sometimes, life sends the wrong person, only for them to be exactly the right one. Because kindness, love, and second chances don't follow plans, they find you when you least expect it. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe, for more stories that remind us that love often hides behind life's mistakes. Yellow Heart.